Hello, world, and welcome to Band Together International. I'm your host, Joanne DeFrancisco of 513 Entertainment. Today, we have the honor of welcoming members of Age of Reflection from Sweden. So welcome to Carl and to Lars. Thank you so much for joining in on the call today. I guess we'll just get started. So number one, how's everybody doing during the pandemic in Sweden?
Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know, but we haven't had this complete lockdown here in Sweden as many other countries have had. So
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but we have quite a few deaths, and but there's not a complete lockdown, so we're quite free to move around. And now they're starting to loosen up a bit as well. But we're allowed to, groups less than 50 people, and social distancing, and
Sure.
yeah, go 2 hours from home basically.
Oh, okay. Now, are you allowed to play like in venues and no. Yeah, we're not there in the States either yet. It's a little difficult.
Yeah.
A lot difficult.
Canceled all the concerts for 3-4 months.
Yeah.
And more to come as well. Obviously.
Right. Well, hopefully they'll reschedule them, push them back a little bit, so that people can have the opportunity to hear great bands like you and to be out there and enjoy hearing live music again.
Yeah.
Back in the States, it's a pretty sad state of affairs, and we're all kind of chomping at the bit to get back out there and performing.
Yeah.
So congratulations on the release of A New Dawn.
Thank you.
I've listened to the songs several times, and the lyrics are so catchy, and the melody of the songs are just so amazing that I kind of equated it to the kind of music that I love to listen to when I'm driving down the long drive down to get to our Jersey Shore, where everybody goes to the beach. And I always say, if I can picture myself in my car hearing a song, then it's got to be a hit. And and
that's great.
Here I Stand is like my go-to. I sing it when I walk around the house. So fantastic job. The songs on the album are just amazing. And, they've been getting play on Philly Rock Radio, which has a global footprint, and they seem to really like you as well. So that's fantastic.
I'm really happy to hear that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll try to send you the next recording when I have you guys live on the air.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting.
If you want to, do something live on the radio show as well, we're here for you. So.
Okay, that would be amazing. I'll let them know.
Absolutely, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I loved your quarantine video.
Oh, you
that was amazing. Oh, I follow you pretty extensively, as if you can't tell. Yeah, I really liked that. It was so nice to see you guys all together, and you really looked like you were enjoying what you were doing. Yeah. And I don't know if you get the opportunity to get together. Are you all in the same geography?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good.
We meet quite frequently, so.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's great.
We got some beautiful face masks, custom made from a girl in Spain. So
Oh, okay.
with the face mask saying Age of Reflection
Yeah.
with the logo on it. So it's awesome. We
Well,
have the
you have to send me her. You have to send me her information.
absolutely.
I will buy one from her because I'd like to have one. I'm
Yeah.
not going to wear it on the air. I refuse to do that, but I will wear it when I go to my venues.
Okay,
Alright.
that's
That's
great.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. See,
Yeah.
that's what a good fan base will get you. They give
Yeah.
you gifts and shower you with their love and their monetary affection. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, she's amazing. Yeah, yeah. We
That's
have a lot of great fans, and I mean, it's like a family, and a lot
Great.
of them are, they're close friends as well. We don't meet often, but with all the social media and everything, we're talking a lot, and
Yeah.
just great times together, and really miss them, obviously.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
Some of them show up wherever we play.
yeah,
They
yeah,
come.
That's
Yeah.
great.
yeah.
It's fantastic to have a great local fan base, along with getting, people from outside of your own country, engaged in your music. Those people, those initial fans that you get when you first start in your own area, they're really the legs you stand on, and they really are the ones who pump you up and keep that motivation going to succeed.
Yeah.
So kudos to your fans too.
Yeah,
That's
definitely,
awesome.
Yeah.
So, can you tell the audience a little bit about the kind of music that you play? I know that you reference, and I do hear it myself, that 80s arena rock mixed with the Swedish melodic rock. And I will tell you, a lot of people, especially some people back in the States, they don't really understand what Swedish melodic rock is. Can you just give us a little insight? I understand now, but it took a little bit.
I think when Europe
Mm-hmm.
came out together with Crete and some more Swedish bands in the late 80s, they made a sound called the Nordic sound. If you talk to our record label in Japan, they talk very much about the Nordic sound. And now I think we, Age of Reflection and Eclipse.
There's I mean, in this genre, I think there's quite a lot of the Swedish bands.
Mm-hmm.
In this genre,
Yeah.
I guess we're a bit over represented in
Right.
this genre, maybe. I don't know. But I think we have a little bit of a different sound in Sweden, quite melodic and I don't know.
Yeah, and maybe it's something with the bass from the beginning in the Swedish folk music, with the
Right.
melodies and harmonies that comes out in the melodic rock from Sweden, I think.
Yeah, that was the one thing that I picked up when I started doing a little bit of homework on the Swedish melodic rock, is that the harmonies are very strong,
Yeah.
and the words are for the most part of what I was listening to so far, the words were very impactful and very emotion based, which is nice. It's because if you remember the music from the 80s.
Yeah.
A lot of that was emotion driven. It was love. It was, partying, being social and being in love and just living life to the total ends that they possibly could. And I definitely heard that when a lot of times when I listen to bands that I'm not familiar with and I'm trying to gain a little speed with is, I listen for influences. I listen to something from the genre that they play. And when I was listening to your music, I was hearing a little bit of Journey, early Journey, Scorpions, Bon Jovi. You agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to make sure I'm kind of on the right track.
Yeah.
And just a little bit of later decade Whitesnake. And I'm like, wow. It's like, well, they've managed to pull some of the heaviest hitting bands with the best reputations into your amazing music. Your music and your lyrics are spectacular, and they're so catchy that you can listen to one of your songs 2 or 3 times and you've got the words down pat because they flow so seamlessly and so easy and tell such a great story that I'm amazed by it. I'll be honest with you. I knew that the second I got the information from a Priory about your band and they spoke so highly of you, I said, well, I have to go listen. As soon as I listened, I said, I have to talk to these guys because the world needs to know how wonderful you truly are. I'm not trying to blow up your egos too much, but it's deserved because you can tell how much work you've put into that.
Flush here now.
Yeah.
So.
While we're
Yeah.
while we're talking about your band, why don't you maybe tell us who else is in your band and how you all got together?
Where shall we start?
Start about how the band came to. Carl started this project together with Jan, who's the bass player of the band. You guys started writing songs in like 2013.
13, yeah,
like
I think
that.
we played in another band, and I've always loved melodic rock. It's what I grew up with, and I always wanted to play. But it's hard to find the right guys to do it, who wants to do it. And me and John said, let's do some 80s rock and start writing songs. And I've known Lars for many years.
Wow.
So I said, the singer we need is Lars. And you said yes.
I did, yeah. So about a year later, you contacted me, or you contacted me quite early, asking me if I wanted to do this, and I said yeah. And then we weren't really in touch for quite some time, and then you came back to me and say, hey, well, we got a couple of songs now, so you want to listen to it? And then we started working together, and
then we brought guys to do the stuff that we didn't do. For the first record, we asked Jonas Nordqvist for the lead guitar parts, and an old friend, Micke Sjö, to do the drums, and I play the keyboard.
Yeah.
And a couple of we put up 4 or 5 songs on Spotify, and in a couple of weeks, I think 4 record labels contacted us and were interested to sign us.
Fabulous.
In the beginning, this was just for fun, just enjoying being in the studio, doing some music just for fun. We never had any intentions of being a band or go out playing live. We're too old for that. So,
we thought back then, but not now.
No,
never too old.
We did that when we were much younger as well. But we haven't been playing live. Well, we have, but not together. But now it was just a studio project, just for fun, basically. And then we ended up with 4 record companies that wanted to sign us. So.
That's great. That's great news for you.
It was really,
and after the record was out, we were getting asked to do gigs, and we were like, we don't even have a band. We're not a band.
No drums, no keyboard, no.
So we started asking around and formed the band, and since then we have replaced a few members, but. Right now, I think it's fantastic. We got 6 amazing guys.
Yeah,
fantastic. With that many, now the 3 of you basically are the ones who write the music and the lyrics for the songs, or do you have collaborators?
Mostly me and Lars coming up.
Okay.
I often
Especially
come
on
up.
the last album.
Yeah.
The first album, it was all three of us.
Right.
But also, you know, everybody has their input in the
Oh,
music.
sure.
And so we kind of do a lot of things together as well. But mostly on the last album, it was, we were working quite a lot.
But right now, when we got a new lead guitarist in Peter Ledin and a
Drummer.
kind of a new drummer in Urban started
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been with us for a while. Yeah.
since September, I think. But right now, when we can go out and do gigs, we're in the studio writing new songs, and now more than ever, everyone's more involved.
Oh, sure.
And I think it's going to be great because it's get more dynamic.
Mm-hmm. A lot more collaborative from a music standpoint. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, you know, six people in a band. That's, you know, that's a lot of people. It's good that you can, you know, you all have pretty much share the same vision.
Yeah.
You know, in what you're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
You had released the album in Japan with Rubicon.
Yeah.
How difficult was that? A lot of people haven't had that experience that are in, you know, just starting out in the business. How difficult is it to, you know, release your music in a country and then have everything managed from sales to promotion? Is it a lot more different than what you experience at home?
No, in Japan we have some kind of sub-license deal through our record label.
Yeah.
So
okay,
it's not really a contract with Japan. They more likely.
Yeah, they have a sub-license deal. So and we're not really involved with what's happening in Japan. We don't really do any promotion because it's kind of hard.
right.
We, you know, our Japanese is quite limited. I can count to 10.
Right.
Say hi and don't understand, but that's basically it. And it's there's quite few Japanese people that speaks English. We have some Japanese fans that are, you know, we've been talking a lot to, really great. But for us, through social media, it's kind of hard to reach the Japanese audience. We'd absolutely love to go there and play live, but it's also quite costly, and I don't think we have the fan base there yet.
No.
Not yet. Right.
I think the deal is that they're allowed to press. I think it's 1,000 CDs.
Oh, okay.
So that's it.
Wow. So if you, I know that you have your own studio, Thinner.
Yeah.
Are you going to miss that if, you know, when you decide and choose which label you're going to go with? Because I know you have a lot more, you know, creativity from a production perspective and content and things like that. Will you miss that when you sign with someone?
No, I mean, we've done everything in our own studio.
Mm-hmm.
Just the mix, the final mix and the master that Eric Mortensen from Eclipse, he did that. So everything else we've still done that in our own studio. So and that's the way we're going to continue doing it.
Good for you.
Yeah, we do everything ourselves basically, except for the mix and the master.
Yeah, it's good to have your own, you know, your own path that you want to follow when you're creating your own music, rather than having somebody dictate certain sounds and things like that. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's like at the moment. You never know up ahead.
Sure.
And we definitely want to go our way, and we don't want to, you know, we want to develop, of course,
Mm-hmm.
but we want to develop the way that we want to, not what someone else tells us to do. You know.
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I understand that you might be giving me a little sampling of music that was released in that market.
in Japan, yeah.
Yeah.
We did this bonus track for Japan, which was an acoustic version that we did it quite quick.
Yeah.
So basically, during a weekend that we wrote and recorded, we had an idea about it, but yeah, I had a cold, but we just had to get it done. So,
Right.
And Chris Laney from Pretty Maids
Yeah.
did the mix and mastering.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that was, yeah.
Well, I'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
Jenny, i kylen står det öl i en påse. Har du lust att göra det för mig så blir jag jätteglad. I don't remember. I don't know. You said that our lyrics are easy to learn.
Absolutely.
I still haven't. So, I sing wrong all the time. So, well, I'm glad that you learned.
Thank you.
Not this one though, unless you have the Japanese.
No, I don't.
All right.
Oh.
Oh, we set.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
Ready?
try this. Don't get this in my head. Cheers.
Cheers.
I remember when I realized that things would change. Always by my side, but I know our lives won't stay the same. Here we are, walking hand in hand, together throughout our life. Goodbye, my friend. I know when I will see you again. Goodbye, my friend. But I'm sure that this will not be the end. Time wears us down. I should know the young because the old. I've seen your faded mind, but I'm sure your smile will stay the same. Here we are, walking hand in hand, been together throughout my life. Goodbye, my friend. I know when I will see you again. Goodbye, my friend. But I'm sure that this will not be the end. What we have in the end are the memories that we make. And I will try to spend our time well till there's nothing left to spend. Goodbye, my friend. I know when I will see you again. Goodbye, my friend. But I'm sure that this
Wow, that was beautiful. So will
I don't know if
that
you
be
could hear
on an
that.
album?
Sorry.
Will that be on an album?
That is on the Japanese edition of A New Dawn. So you have to get that import.
Oh, yeah, I absolutely have to. But I just had my own little concert, so it doesn't really get any better than that.
Yeah.
So, are you actively writing right now with the downtime that you have? You know, just trying to make the best of it before you have to kick back out on the road?
Yeah. We are writing a bit. We're trying not to, how do you say, not to stress about it. We are working on, we want to write quite a lot of songs, so we have a lot to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just roughly doing some of the ideas at the moment.
Right.
But yeah, that's what we're doing now, basically.
That's great.
Of course, we want the next record to be even better than A New Dawn, and that's why we said that let's record 40 songs and then pick up 12, 10, 12, the best of them, instead of writing 15 songs and not have so many to choose from.
Right, definitely. It was funny because I was going to ask that. One of those questions was, you know, how do you choose the songs that you're going to put, like that you put on A New Dawn? Was it just, we just love these songs and we just feel like these are the ones that need to be here?
Yeah, I think so. Mostly.
More or less, yeah.
More videos? Will you release more videos from songs on that album, or are you pretty much just going to move on and start to develop some new concepts for others?
Yeah, I'm not we don't know really.
Hard to figure out.
Yeah, I mean, the situation right now, it's a bit different.
Right.
You know, we released the album late last year, and we're supposed to, go out and play at the moment.
Right.
But with this coronavirus, everything's turned upside down. So we're not sure really what to do. We still want to go out and play A New Dawn album.
Mm-hmm.
And we will. I mean,
definitely.
As soon as this ends, we'll continue on that tour, and do the shows for New Dawn. We might bring some new songs if we feel like there's something that we want to bring out. But I think that we're still gonna play New Dawn for a while, and then, but videos, I'm not sure. I don't see that we're gonna do any more videos from New Dawn.
No, I think it's gonna be
next album is when we're gonna do new videos, or
maybe maybe some more quarantine sessions videos, acoustic videos.
Maybe some acoustic songs, and I don't know.
Sure. Well, hopefully in the meantime, before you guys get back out there, doing your thing on the stage, you'll keep, giving us those live feeds every once in a while, because everybody really does enjoy them, and it's nice to see people playing music. I do a lot of my bands do a lot of streaming on Facebook and stuff, and it makes people happy. So
I mean, the live stream that we did, we had a great time, and people really seemed to enjoy it. We couldn't see it when we were playing because there was such a delay on the text. It was probably about a minute, so we couldn't interact the way that we wanted. But reading back afterwards, it seemed like people enjoyed it. So we're thinking about maybe doing another one, maybe after the summer, depending on what's going on in the world. We had a great time doing it, and the film crew and the studio that we did it, they also want to do it again. They also enjoyed it. So we'll see.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, before we close, I just want to give information out on your music. So you're available on iTunes and Spotify, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And you have videos on YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're on Tidal or Deezer or yeah,
Amazon.
yeah, Amazon.
Okay.
You find us everywhere.
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 And we have both our records and the merch on our Facebook page.
Yeah. As
Oh,
well.
okay,
If you
great.
want to get it from us. Yeah. Just
Great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So usually at the end of my shows, I like to close out with a little game that I've been playing. I'm going to say one small sentence. This is a piece of cake.
all right.
I'm going to say one small sentence, and you pick which one you prefer.
Okay.
Okay. Studio or tour?
Tour.
All right. I know what you're going to pick on this one. I'm not even going to say it. Lyrics or music?
Music.
Music. Yeah.
Wow.
You didn't. Yeah, I didn't expect that.
Hold on, I have to hit the I was wrong button.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go.
Well, if you don't have, it's hard. But if you have a fantastic melody, you can have some pretty crappy lyrics,
Mm-hmm.
and it would still be a great song.
Right. Right.
But if you have a terrible melody with super lyrics, it's still a crappy song.
Yeah.
But
I
both
understand.
are good.
Yeah.
I understand. And here's I think you've already answered this question, but rather stay independent or be with an agency?
Ooh, that's quite hard as well,
I didn't say well. I said it would be a piece of cake. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Of course, we want to be with an agency
Right.
to get the word out.
Yeah.
But we still
we
want
need
independency to not.
to be creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything is, we need the help with promotion and everything, and
Right.
so I mean it's a give and take, I guess.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
You like doing what you're doing in your own space, but the agencies do help you get that bigger footprint in the marketplace with
Yeah,
the promotion, because they've got the backing to be able to do that. So
I mean, it's all about working well together and respect each other.
right.
So as long as at least the agency should respect us.
Absolutely.
No, but yeah. So we want to do what we're doing, but also if they have any input that is relevant and good, of course we'll listen to that. So
Right. Absolutely.
yeah.
Well, we look forward to hearing announcements on either your Facebook page, or you can certainly anytime come back and talk to me and
Right. Yeah.
chat some more. I definitely want to thank you for taking the time to speak with me today, and I look forward to hearing your music, and hopefully coming over your way one of these days and doing a little bit of a European tour myself. So
Wow.
You should do that.
yeah, I definitely want to. I've been kind of putting things into place, so I definitely want to come over there. And you have to know your markets, and that's the best way to do it, is to experience it firsthand. So, but I won't take too much more of your time. Once again, thank you very much. For the people,
Thank you very much.
you're very welcome. For the people that are watching the show today, we've been speaking with Lars and Carl from Age of Reflection, and you can catch their music on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, videos on YouTube, and reach out to them on their contact information on their Facebook page. So from the US, we'd like to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody stay well. Rock on.
You do.
too.
Rock
Yeah.
on.
Thank
Bye.
you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.